Shalom, Kol Loyum La, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Rawachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone who rule well, and as always, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, this is some great news. I'm not sure if brothers have covered this already, if a brother or multiple brothers then did lessons on it, but this is pretty big, and I'm not a big financial expert, so to speak. But I knew, once I saw the report, I knew this was pretty big. And I know mainstream media is not going to cover this, but this was just happened a few days ago. Israel basically pulled a Judas and snaked America and reduced the petrodollar in their reserves and added the Chinese yuan to it to diversify their holdings in reserve. So this was a straight up Judas move. And this is another death blow, another surgical strike against the American petrodollar. So as long as these kind of moves are being made by all these different nations, the more you're going to see the furtherance of the petrodollar dying out. It's going to ultimately meet its demise, and that's what the globalists already want, because we're already in the midst of that transition into a digital global society where all currencies are going to be digital. So you see where this is going now, right? That's why the scriptures say, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded nor trust in uncertain riches. All right, especially if you're rich in petrol dollars. It's losing its worth every single day. All right, it's uncertain. It's uncertainty because it's losing its value day by day. All right, it's constantly fluctuating, but really it's been on a decline. So before I even play this little clip, and it's very short, and also I'm gonna bring the Jerusalem Post out for the article. Let me read this real quick, because we see the prophecies are flying off right off the pages, man. Ezekiel 12 and verse 21, it says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision." Okay, the days are at hand. All right, America is losing its power. We see the plagues are increasing. We're seeing that there's a big chance of famine in the land, even though we know that it's being orchestrated and engineered. So we already know what's to come after that. It's going to be a string of seditions. It's going to be a lot of civil unrest, instability. All right, we already know what's going to come with that. But also, we know the main event, World War III, and the issuing of the MOTB. That's the next step. While these devils, secure their New World Order strategies. So we're in the thick of it right now, man. We're heading into Jacob's trouble. It's finna get interesting. All right, so let me play this video, and then we'll come back.
Israel's central bank has decided to add the Chinese yuan to its reserves for the first time ever in an effort to reduce exposure to dollars and euros. These moves comes after Brazil decided to quadruple exposure to the yuan earlier this year. Since 2014, the dollar share of global reserve currencies went from 66% of total allocated reserves to 59% right now. Do you think this
In counting, and it's becoming a growing trend. Now that Saudi Arabia didn't open up that door for the yuan and all these other BRICS nations, everybody's departing from the petrodollar. They know that it has no worth. All right, it's being devalued. So just just continue to watch these other nations all jump ship.
Decline will reserve its course or not? Do you think that the Chinese yuan will gain in the coming years? Will other central banks follow Brazil's and Israel's allocation strategies?
So there it is. All right, and one of the scriptures that I thought about was Obadiah verse 7. Because we know that, Israel is a direct ally of America. All you mean to tell me everything that America has done for Israel and all this aid money that they've been giving them, in all these years, right? All that welfare money. They call it reparation. But look what they're doing. And then they're gonna be the cause that to drag you into war over there. All those proxies that they're having with Iran, all up in Syria and other parts of that region, and all those countries is turning on the West. This is Obadiah 1 verse 7. It says, and this is in the NIV translation, it says, all your allies will force you to the border. Your friends will deceive and overpower you. Those who eat your bread, and the Israeli government, they've been eating America's bread for decades, at least 3 billion a year. All right. They've been eating your bread. It says those who eat your bread will set a trap for you, but you will not detect it. All right. So, that was another strike. All right. Now, this is the article. It's from Jerusalem Post. It says Israel adds Chinese RMB to central bank reserves for the first time, cuts USD holdings. Right. And that's why you're going to see, your interest rate is going to continue to go up. Um, the price, the housing market, everything is becoming more unaffordable. You will not be able to maintain the lifestyle that you're used to. All right, so housing prices is going up. Your gas is going to continue to go up. It ain't coming down no time soon. All right, your food prices is going to continue to go up as it gets scarce. So America's in a world of trouble, man. But you're so used to comfort. It was that Isaiah 47, thou that are given to pleasure, thou that dwellest carelessly. You're thinking that you safe and secure, and you're giving over to decadence. But meanwhile, behind the scenes, everything is deteriorating, and you're not paying attention. It says Israel, whose foreign currency reserves have traditionally been made up of dollars, euros, and British pounds, will add 4 new currencies, including the Chinese yuan. That was a straight up Judas move right there, man. It says the Bank of Israel has added 4 new currencies, including the Chinese yuan or renminbi. All right, the renminbi to its holdings for the first time in the country's history. Bloomberg reported last week. The central bank will also trim U.S. dollar and euro holdings in a bid to diversify its foreign reserves, the report said. Israel's foreign currency reserves, which last year exceeded $200 billion for the first time, have traditionally been made up of dollars, euros, and British pounds. Israel will now include Canadian dollars and Australian dollars in its foreign currency reserves, as well as the Japanese yen and the Chinese renminbi. All right. And I'm not gonna read the whole article, but I'll leave a link to this in the description box. So they want to diversify their holdings because they're not really secure about the petrodollar. They're losing trust. So they're like, you know what, just in case, because we see where everything is going, we see what these other nations are doing. Yeah, we might want to diversify our holdings, man. We don't want to have our reserves filled with, money that's very scant and losing its power day by the day. All right, so I mean, it's really a smart move on their part to do that. But knowing the relationship that they have, that would be considered a Judas move, because now that hurts the U.S. petrodollar. So that's why I read that in Obadiah, man. Now I don't. This is not going to break their relationship, so to speak, but you see what's going on is going to weaken the U.S. But we know that the elites are deliberately weakening the petrodollar because after the demise of the dollar comes the MOTB. And we've been saying it all along, and watch what's going to take place. They're already coming with the technology. You got the wallet more. You got these other implants that they're introducing. All right, and it's all going to be tied into a social credit system. All right, it's going to be used as a tracking monitoring device. It's going to hold all your information, and you're going to buy and sell with it, all on this global digital platform. So we're not ignorant of that fact either. And those of you, Jake, that keep that put your trust in his money, Jake's constantly destroying each other, killing each other left and right over it. You're a damn idiot. It's all uncertain, man. All right, let me get real quick. Let me switch it back to the KJV, and let's go to Micah 6, verse 10 and 11. And it's all uncertain, man. Jake, still going on social media, counting Federal Reserve notes, they debt notes. They showing you all the bands they got. You know, that shit it don't mean anything. And that lets you know Jake is they're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. They're stupid when it comes to things. They don't know how economics work. They don't know about finance and how money works. If they knew better, they wouldn't flash money like that. They wouldn't have all this money in such a worthless uh utensil. This is Micah 6, verse 10. It says, "Are there yet the treasure of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measure that is abominable?" And that's dealing with the dollar is very scant. And the word scant, it means very lean. All right. And the word is Raza one. And it says in the definition, leanness, scantness, wasting. So it's the worth is constantly wasting away. The dollar is basically wasting away, man. All right. The thinness. And it's also due to the amount of debt that America is in too. With all this you know, budget proposals, these bills being passed, them coming up with all this extra money, additional money, billions and trillions of dollars, and allocating it and sending it to all type of initiatives, feeding you know these other countries like Ukraine currently. They're funding some type of project that's going on in Ukraine. All right. on going digital. And now that that they're using that whole Russian thing to bring it in, it's their excuse, but it was already planned out. So yeah, this is what's going on. The dollar is wasting away as more and more people are shifting over to the digital side. And these digital currencies that they're dealing with, and now the Russian ruble, they actually have actual valuable resources to back it. They have gold and silver in their reserves, so it gives it a bit of a value. America doesn't have anything. Okay, so the purchasing power, you you're seeing what it's getting you. So it ain't worth nothing, man. All right, it says, verse 11, it says, "Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances and with the bag of deceitful weights?" Yeah, it's deceitful. All right, because, a false balance is an abomination unto the Lord. See, so that's why the scriptures say not to trust in riches. Proverbs 23 and verse 4, it says, "Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches will certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven." Okay. So what are you going to do? So we're storing up our treasure in heaven, man. But that doesn't reduce in value. Okay. Nobody can break through and steal that. And that's what we should mainly be, focused on, man. What we're doing, to constantly earn brownie points with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because at the end of the day, riches are not going to save you. Stockpiling weapons, food, none of that is going to save us at the end of the day. We're going to have to completely trust on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and walk completely out on faith. It tells you that in Psalms 55, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he will sustain thee. He shall sustain thee." So we got to walk by faith and not by sight. And what is going to be our stability? The knowledge and the wisdom. These people are going to bug the hell out, man. You think it's bad now? You paying ridiculous prices? Just wait. It's not going to stop yet. All right. So hey, another surgical strike against the dollar. So we already know what's next. All right. Once this trend continue to carry on, is going to get bad. Okay, it's going to get bad, and then they can usher in the all right that everybody's going to be tempted with, because of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive forehead or in their hands. It don't even matter which hand, that they may buy or sell, that they may not buy nor had the mark, the charagma. That's what's next, man. And we're gonna keep talking about it. So this is actually wonderful news. And like I said, I don't know if other brothers then covered it. Maybe some brothers have, but I thought this was. I know rethinking the dollar definitely covered it a few days ago, but I don't think I caught it. But yeah, man. We're gonna continue to stay up on our watch and see, look for more, see what's going on. These are the things to watch out for. All right, don't be distracted. With the bullshit. Keep your eyes single, man. So anyway, Lord willing, you brothers and you few sisters were edified. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bashum, Yahushai, Bashum, Rahukakwadash. Double unto the elder apostles of the great millstone rule well, peace and blessings to the elect. Until the next time I say, Shalom.